All right. So I know a lot of you watched the tour mod race and said this track isn't short enough. So we're going to go to Kern Mini for some official fixed midgets. And hopefully this will be fun. It just split, so it's going to be a very small group, but hopefully that will make it better. Let's see who all got in here. All right, looks like got a decent group of people. And we got Stanton, Zachary, and I don't know who else. I'm probably missing some names. I feel like Robert we know, but I'm not sure. So, hopefully good, clean racing. And yeah, 8th mile track, essentially. We're going to get a black flag leaving the pits because they don't do any testing anymore, apparently. So, we will report that after the race. It looks like it's starting pretty slick, so just going to have to deal with that. Little lip if you go too high on the front stretch. And yeah, I'm not very good at the midgets anymore. I used to be okay, and now I am very, very slow. So, kind of good news that we didn't get a bunch of people in one single split, because we would probably not make it. Let's head on down to the bottom, which also you can completely cut down to almost the sand, so that's going to widen this track out. Lots of grip down there, but if you go a little too far, you gotta cut it. So, you gotta be careful of that. But there's a lot to be gained. Probably should have used some, like, turtles to indicate where too far is, but we'll just go with it. Right now P3, but that was also running down on essentially the infield.
Outside is clear. Outside 9.767.
And the bad thing, I think, is down here it's never going to get slicked off. So it's always going to be really grippy, but maybe that will help the racing if it does go slick.
Slow car ahead.
Let's get some laps up top just to feel that out and make sure we can drive up here if we get stuck up here.
10.311.
About a second slower up here, but just have to do what you can if you do get cycled up.
10.185. Slow car down low.
If you don't practice it, you're going to be really terrible in the race, because it'll be the first time that you get up there. So that's why I'm up here trying to do a bit of learning. Try to find where the grip is, just in case we need to head in this direction.
10.189. Car stopped up high. Go low.
A little high there. That wall can become dangerous. Alright, let's go searching around, see what we can find.
10.356.
Really, I think if we get a cutting penalty, just one lap up high if we have room, and that will clear it.
10.045.
Well, there we go. 5 minutes practice is up. We are P5 as the number 4. there's the car. We haven't ran this car very much, but knew we had to race here just because I love short tracks, and honestly, I mean, this is the shortest track that you're probably going to get on iRacing for official racing. But with the midgets, it's not too big of a deal, obviously. So, let's see if we can qualify well.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Try to get some grip out of the corner down there, but that was a bad angle, so just completely screwed it up.
9.797.
Not even a cutting penalty there, which is so stupid. We go with a 9.5.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Pretty much not even driving on the track. Let's see how far inside that was. Not very far inside that time, first time around. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're completely on the inside of that yellow line, so that obviously is cutting, but not actually being given. So they need to do some work to this track with the pits giving you a black flag if you drive left, and if you're looking at, like, if we go back to here, so if you go to the right of your pit box and out onto the big track, then you don't get a penalty, but if you stay in what looks like the pit road, you get a penalty. So, not that it matters, you shouldn't be on pit road anyways, but yeah, we qualify second there, and we get to watch heat race number 1, which has got Adam in it, who just resubscribed to iRacing. So let's get a little closer view. We'll see how this goes. Looks like Adam's just gonna drop in at the rear. There's no one's getting eliminated or having to go to a B main.
Green, green, green.
Everyone's blinking around him, or my connection's having an issue. But 11 car heading down to that low line. And we got the 3 car working the outside. That's not gonna pay off. So 2's going to get around him. He's going to have to drop in. He does so, and hopefully we'll see some clean racing here. Looks like maybe a little tap there. Might have got a penalty there. It was pretty far inside. But some good racing here, just kind of like we get at the Chili Bowl. Then the 3 wrecks himself trying to squeeze through a very small space and gun it, which is always going to kick out the rear end. And now he's got a definite penalty there. There's no way that can't be a penalty. Blinking car causing issues. These guys are having a good race. And I meant issues with my view and not on the race, although it might be causing issues. Adams worked his way up to the 4th position. He has found that very, very low line. And this is all sorted out, and that's the end of the race. 8 laps, heat race. And now it's our turn, starting on pole. And yeah, we got some names in here, but only 5 cars, so we're going to get a top 5 out of this no matter what.
You'll be lining up on the inside. Closed, pit road is closed.
Let's put this back up so you can see my terrible feet work. It's going to be a very short video. 25 lap A main because it's got heat races, so they can't adjust for track size. Although, in real life, you'd be doing a 25 lap main anyways, so not that big of a deal. Now, where I'm going to struggle is on the start, getting the power down and not having the nose just shove up.
Next time by, the pace car is off. Be ready. About to go green. Stay focused.
We'll try to get a decent start. No idea where the green flag comes out. I should have watched that, but
green, green, green.
Right there it comes out, so now we know. Too high there, just lifting off to let the car drift down a bit.
12.
We're still way too high.
10.139.
Got Stanton right behind us. Getting good drives off the corner, but he's also dealing with that 8 car, so we've slid up too much there. Gotta be careful of that, otherwise we're gonna just get pounded and wrecked and be starting at the rear.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 9.871, 10.172.
Slid up too much, looking to throw this away.
9.945.
Almost too much of a cut.
White flag, nice and smooth. 9.936.
And we win a race. Probably slowest car out here, but we got the track position and can't really fire it off on the high side. So there we go. 8 laps in. Now we got 25 lap race. We're starting on the outside, so now it's time to go backwards, and I just hope it's clean. So was that the 8 car? Just not having any ability to pass here with that low line was, can't even call that the first lane. That's like the 0 lane down there. But now we're in trouble until the first yellow, because it's going to be very hard to know when we're clear to get down. Single monitor, so what you see on this video is all I can see, so it's going to be difficult to judge, and we've already got a 2x. Pace lap,
one to go.
already a 2x.
Pace car is off.
Really wish that wasn't the theme of this week.
Going green.
Let's see if we can get a decent start here.
Green, green, green. Pit road's open.
And we can't. Terrible start, actually. Didn't know where that 3 was going to end up. He's going really high off the corner. Surprising. The 1 is really high up the corner, at least in 1 and 2 there, but yeah, we're going backwards. I got to find a way to get down, but I can hear someone to the left of me. Even though it wasn't saying inside, I know we were going to get plowed if I turned inside, so we just got to wait. And there was actually 2 people inside, so head down here and hopefully try to make a move. Can't quite do it, but it looks like he's sliding up a little bit. Just try not to get a cutting, and we got one going around there.
They want you in single file.
Well, 5th of the way through.
Past the 6 car.
Thankfully, no incident when we got into the 11. Now it's going to be single file restart, so it's going to be a lot more chance. This is probably about the size of the track that I raced at in North Platte. maybe a little less banking. No, this is probably a little smaller than it. This is more of the size of the track that we had in Lexington. But these size tracks with a go-kart are extremely boring because it's flat out. So if they all go protect the high side, I'm gonna suck at the start apparently and lose a spot anyways. Hopefully Zach didn't get a black flag from that. I think he got a black flag.
10.481.
Just be smooth.
The car in P1 just set the fastest.
Got the 8 to our outside. My start just completely screwed the outside line, and I had to just slam on the brakes there, or we were going to cut it. That middle line, though, is not terrible for the 11. I mean, he's pulling away from us, so I don't know. Guessing we're just probably not great. But we knew that coming in, so. And now I've slid up and allowed the 8 to get back to our inside, so I can't really close that door down like I want to. I think we can now. Seen enough of him in my mirror off the corner there to know that we could. Oh, and second place has wrecked. Or third place. And then he runs into us. Didn't even think he was going yet. Alright, so that's a free spot, and we are 3/5 of the way through this one. Still a lot of pressure from Braden behind us.
Pit road's open.
Very surprised, because I figured he was going to pass us, because he looked much quicker than us in heat race. I really hope Zach doesn't have a black flag. I will feel bad for that, but I didn't want to start on the outside. I hate everyone being up by the wall like that, especially when it's such an early start, because everyone in the back then has a terrible start, because when you try to go, you're just heading out towards the wall. So I'm just going to stay to the left here like we did and not worry if someone jumps to our outside. Jumbled up there on the start.
You're in 4th position.
Somewhere we got a 2X. And we're going to get shuffled out here.
621. 10.911.
Yeah, Zach got screwed over by us. He's lapped down.
Go high. 10.761. Go high. You're back in 4th position.
That sucks.
The car inside, clear inside. 10.797.
And now we just can't find a way down, so.
10.715.
Oh, we're making contact though.
Inside, clear inside.
Might be the slow way around, but I'm having fun.
Inside, clear inside. 2 left to go, 2 to go. 10.74.
And this guy is all over the place after hitting us. If you're gonna hit me and pass me, then please just be smooth. Alright, well, we get 6th. That was intense. There was a whole lot of shit going on that I did not know about because it was out of my view.
Nice run.
We sucked,
Solid work.
but yeah. Let's apologize to Zach. We end up with 6 incidents, and yeah, let's go take a look at what happened in that race. Watch it back because, well, it's not gonna take any time to watch back. And let's just see how pathetic I was here. So, didn't want to close out the inside because I didn't know when we were clear. We got 2 sideways there. Could have came down, wasn't 100% sure. And it's very hard to tell since I can't look left while I'm racing in these. It'll just make me spin out. So, just got to be careful because it'll be worse if I turn left and there's someone there. And at that point, we're 3 wide, but we're clear, and I get into the back of the 11 there as he checks up. So now we know we can hop down. We do, but there's still someone trying to go lower because this track needs a lot of attention, and then he doesn't spin, he gets drilled there. And let's see. I don't even know what Stanton's talking about. I put myself in a bad situation by getting up to the top side, but really didn't care. It wasn't all that fun to putt around on the infield and be quicker. But we will see what happens. Working the inside, that's where I had to hit the brakes because I knew if I didn't, we were going to rotate into a black flag there. We started doing good, and then I said, oh, that 11's kind of making the middle work. And from there, I just could not get it back down the track. And at that point, the 8 was able to get to my inside. I get on such a rhythm that, I mean, I sit here and I have 4 laps to correct my issue, but I'm on a rhythm, and I just can't get it back down. All I needed to do was stop and freaking bring it down, but it was too stupid to do that. So I'm sitting there running the worst line, slower, over and over and over, knowing that I am, and just won't adjust for it. And then that's where the 3, and I had no idea he was going again, but let's see here. On the restart, when the 8 gets on the inside of us, I can't, with a single monitor, race lower when someone gets down. So I had to go high. Did not know if I was clear or not. We were, but I just stay up top here. Didn't matter. We, I think, only lost like 1 or 2 spots since we got Zach disqualified. 8 loses it, but we're still up top. And oh no, I ran into him. That was all me. Then we go way up top because I thought, hey, we're getting kind of a run down the straightaway. Let's see if this works. Well, no. We've lost an entire car length, now 2 car lengths. Then they get together up ahead of us. We go to the top side. Everyone's jamming up on our inside. That'll be the thumbnail for this, is when we're all on top of each other here. And I just, screw it, let's stay high, because not gonna matter. We cut down, oh, it wasn't even the 7 that hit us, it was the 8 that hit us. I thought it was the 7 that hit us, because they were the only car that came through, and then they get into the 11, so then that gets us all screwed up. We go down low, and 9 gets down. I didn't even have it. I had no clue the 9 was down there as well. And then, oh, that was a crunch. So, there you go. There's the race twice, and it's only a 25-minute video. Let's take a look at the results. And what we got? 1 I rating loss, 26 safety rating loss. Not even close to the... We are the slowest on track? No. Stanton was the slowest on track. But, yeah, obviously. Nope, never mind. David was the slowest on track there. But that doesn't really matter if you can do a fast lap, obviously. Other than the fast guy starting up front that didn't have to compete with anyone. Because he was way quicker than everyone else. But we end up doing 6 incidents. And 2 of those came on the pace lap. A bit annoying, but that guy got himself DQ'd once he got to 12. We'll see how that second split went. They only had 2 cautions. Tracy ends up second. And Shane ends up not starting. That's weird. Yeah, I don't see my dad. I thought he was going to sign up and race for it, but apparently not. What happened to Shane? Shane wrecked in his heat race, and maybe he just gave up there, or maybe he had computer issues, but that's unfortunate. So, I hope you enjoyed that, though. It's been fun to run these really small tracks, and we actually had a really good race, and second split had a really good race. Only 2 cautions in both races, so that's pretty neat to see. But, yeah. Thanks for watching.